Hello, today I want to show you how to do some routine maintenance on the front disc brakes of a Corolla 2008. The first step after jacking the car and removing the wheel is I'm going to loosen the caliper bolt. Once you've removed both bolts, you can take the caliper off. What's important here is don't let the caliper hang by the brake hose. So make sure you attach the caliper to something like the spring struts with rope or whatever you can find. Here you can view the disc and the pads with the caliper removed. As you can see, the pads are still pretty good, but there's a lot of rust on the disc. Here I'm removing the bolts on the Torc plate. And once the Torc plate is removed, I can work on the disc to get it off. Although I had put some anti-seize last time I did this 3 or 4 years ago, it took 5 or 10 minutes to remove the disc. I was tapping it on the side with a rubber mallet. And I also tapped the top of the discs with a hammer. I didn't venture to hit the side of the discs with the hammer to make sure I didn't damage it. Here is the Torc plate removed with the pads still on them. I removed the pads with the hammer, but I put a piece of wood between the hammer and the pads so as to not damage them. I didn't bother removing the pad clips, but I did clean them with some brake fluid cleaner. And I placed a thin film of brake grease on the clips where the pads rub. It's important to remove the sliding pins and apply some brake grease on them. I also applied some brake grease on the pads where they come in contact with the clips. Using a wire brush mounted on an angle grinder, I cleaned the disc as well as the inside of the disc. It's important to remove all the debris in there because if there's some left when you put the disc back on the wheel hub, it's not going to sit properly. Before replacing the disc, I cleaned both pads thoroughly with some brake fluid cleaner as well as both sides of the disc. I also applied some anti-seize on the wheel hub so that next time I perform this service, shouldn't be too difficult to remove the discs. Thank you for watching.